Hey everybody, welcome back in time for another review here. Today I wanted to show you some vintage items that I bought from Mary and tell you the story behind some of them. And I think that you'll find some of these things pretty fascinating. Just a little background, Mary loves to collect kitsch and vintage ceramics and art. The same sort of style that is kind of popular in Japan, but was really common in the 50s, especially things that were put out by Lefton and Royal Sealy and Enesco, some of those brands you might be familiar with. Let me just put something on the screen here instead of just looking at this corkboard. Here's one of the first things I found. Okay, we were in Texas on the way back from Austin. We stopped at one of those antique kind of places. Mary was looking around, and let me be a little more specific. There's whole communities in Texas that are composed of nothing but antique stores. A good example is Calvert. Well, we found one of them, and it was in between Austin and Houston, and it had so many antiques that it would probably take a year to go through everything. But I found this snail and bought it on the sly when she wasn't looking, and it's actually a bank. It once upon a time had a plug in the bottom of it. It is made by Lefton. The remnants of the sticker on there has these cool flexible little plastic antenna. I don't really want to play with them too much because I'm afraid they might break off. I speculate that this is probably 40 or 50 years old. It has that look. If you look at the eyes, they're very similar to the Miss Priss and the Bluebird style. Okay, now let's move on. Put that there. Okay. Same spot, I bought her this tin. It says good luck on it. And it has these pictures of black and white cats, and they're holding a horseshoe. And on the side, it says Corner's Boy Blue assortment of toffees. Net weight 3.5 ounces. And this was made in England by George W. Corner Company. And so apparently this was some candy box that had toffee in it. Made in England, yeah. And empty on the inside. But anyway, needless to say, she really loved it. Okay, next item is, this is a Commodore brand Bluebird. Let me just say it. This is a ripoff of Bluebird. If you're looking to buy Bluebird, Lefton Bluebird, it's going to be pretty expensive. They go pretty high because there's not much of it left. But this is Commodore Bluebird. It's very similar, but not the same. Now, in a later video, I'm going to show you actual Lefton Bluebird salt and pepper shakers. But these are, number one, they're precisely the same mold, each of them. The paint is not very good. It looks kind of faded. These are made in Japan. They do still have their original rubber. Their original rubber stoppers in them. So, but anyway, I got these for her for like $6, and I actually bought them before I ended up finding some actual Lefton Bluebird salt and pepper shakers that she probably likes a lot more, and I will show them to you in another video. Okay, let's put these aside. Next item is this really cool squirrel bank put out by Lefton. There's a sticker on the bottom, and I really like this piece. I like that it looks like a stuffed animal, and it's glazed very well. This is I'm speculating this is late 50s, early 60s. I went online to try to find another one, and I found a picture that someone had, and kind of like their kitsch blog. It still has the stopper on the bottom. I don't know if that's the original or not. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's numbered. But I think this squirrel was awesome. So now I want to show you the last piece. This is not Lefton. This is actually made in America. This is probably the only piece here that's made in America. This is the famous kangaroo caddy. This is just one of the most awesome things. And if I didn't give it to her, I'd want it for myself. I'm telling you, because this is the most manly of all these pieces too, because if you've seen Pulp Fiction, you might remember the famous scene where Bruce Willis left his watch on the kangaroo, you know, and he told his girlfriend, "Why didn't you pack the watch?" you know how much my father's gold watch meant to me, you know, and he had a fit, and he went back, and he ended up having a shootout with John Travolta all over his watch that was on this famous caddy. And I actually speculate that that this piece might have started this sort of that fixation with kitsch stuff again, its popularity, because I remember watching Pulp Fiction when it came out, and this didn't look like anything special, but now people just can't get a, you know, they go crazy to get one of these. And this is an original, 1956. It's stamped. I mean, this is the real deal. And I found this for Mary, and I was so glad to get it, because I don't know if they're making any more of these. I mean, I'm not going to say that they haven't reproduced them, but I can assure you this is an original. If you, it does have some cracks on it, but I'm not complaining. Anyway, this is my first round of showing you cool vintage stuff that I bought from Mary. And anyway, I'm going to put all these things back. And I will probably do another round tonight of slightly better cool vintage stuff that I bought from Mary. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I enjoyed making it for you.